an Academy Award winner and one of the most famous actresses in the world. Please welcome Julia Roberts.
I mean, I was disappointed that Regis wasn't going to be here because, you know, I take it personally.
Right.
But then they said Anderson was going to be here, so.
Well, congratulations on the movie and everything that's going on.
Thank you.
You look fantastic.
Thank you.
Were you in like training for the movie or by eating carbs?
I would think that, you know, at a certain point you think, well, I may have to take up jogging because there's going to be a lot of food involved.
Well, and you eat a lot.
I did, yes. I did everything a lot.
Right.
And you just have to surrender.
Right. Because we see the actual meal, but how many takes went into that meal? How many meals did you consume?
Right. Many. Probably, I think, you know, Ryan and I tried to figure out, like, for the pizza scene, I probably ate 4 entire pizzas. But what I think is more fascinating is that I ate 8 pieces of pizza in 45 minutes. So the stupid people, how much food can you shove in your face? Yeah,
you started that.
I did. I'm a trendsetter.
Also in the movie, you have a plate of spaghetti at one point that looks so nice. I went out to an Italian restaurant last night, motivated by that plate of spaghetti, and mine was not nearly as nice looking. It was very disappointing. You
know, they went to great lengths to make the food look amazing and taste amazing. I mean, by the 5th bowl of steaming hot spaghetti, it was less exciting, but it was pretty fabulous food.
And did they have food stylists there to make it all?
Yes.
So isn't that an incredible job?
Wow.
Yes. The food got more touch-ups between takes than I did.
You're sitting there.
Like, I'm just a sweaty mess. They're like, oh, you're good. You know, let's fix a little bit of cheese, a little bit of basil.
And you had a big anniversary in July, didn't you? What?
8 years and my husband.
You know, that is a great anniversary.
The 4th of July.
You'll never forget that day.
Yes, we celebrate our independence by binding our lives together for eternity.
And did you do anything special for it? Did you go anywhere?
Well, actually, the children and I went to Toronto where he was shooting a movie, and the day isn't celebrated there. So it was a little anticlimactic. Like, usually we like to feel like everyone is enjoying our love day with the fireworks and, you know. And in Canada, they just, hey, it's a Thursday.
I also read that there's another anniversary. It's been 20 years since Pretty Woman.
I can't believe
Someone else said that to me.
I can't believe
That's
that.
incredible.
That can't be possible. Because I was a grown-up when I saw that.
Well, you know, it's funny when people that seem like adults come up to me and go, I remember when I was a little girl and Pretty Woman came out, and I just start weeping.
There's nothing more depressing than that.
I grew up watching you.
Yes.
Ouch. Yeah. Right. Yeah. And that's very funny. But I couldn't believe when I heard that because I said to myself, I was an adult when I saw that. That can't be.
I just take comfort that if I'm this old, it means Richard Gere's a whole lot older.
Well, momentary Roberts in a second. We'll be back.
Still ahead on Live, we'll bake with the Cake Boss. And you won't want to miss it when we announce the top 10 finalists who could co-host with Regis.
Welcome back. We're talking to Julia Roberts. The new movie is Eat, Pray, Love. You play a woman named Elizabeth who basically travels the world to kind of reconnect with herself and rediscover her inner self.
Yes. Yes, I do.
And you read the book, and obviously, like so many people, especially women, fell in love and connected with the book.
I did, and I read the book before it became so wildly popular, which is good, because I have a tendency to... I could have gone either way. If I'd known it was, you know, if I said it was a great book, then I might have just wanted to hate it to be different. So I was glad I got in there early and had a completely open mind. I read about 30 pages of it and sent it to my best friend in Chicago and said, I think we're going to want to read this at the same time. Something we've never done before and never done since.
Right, wow.
Was that Oprah, by the way? Because it was sounding like an Oprah kind of moment here. I called my friend in Chicago.
My best friend, no, it was Paige.
Okay.
Oprah's my second best friend in Chicago.
Does Oprah know that? Oh, right, yeah. Right, no, you're right.
Well, we're live, I guess.
You're right.
Gail's her number 1.
Right,
I'll be her number 2.
Okay.
And you can be her number 3. Yeah, it's a great book, and I think that what we did for the film is try to honor the book and still make it our own experience to share.
I was at a party last night, and everybody knew that you were coming on my show, and everybody said for me to ask you, what was your favorite location that you worked in? Which was the #1 if you could only go?
Because you were
one
in
place?
Rome, you were in India and Bali.
Right.
All pretty great, great spots.
They're all great, but at the end of the day, I mean, Bali is a piece of heaven on earth. They all have their great things that become your favorite thing about that place, but just Bali as an entire entity, the food, the people, the driving around on a moped, the beaches, everything. It's pretty heavenly.
I think we have a clip in which you've just gotten to Rome. You've basically divorced from your husband. He's taken all your money. You arrive in Rome.
Don't say that, because Billy Crudup plays my husband, and he's great. So you make him sound awful. But I have just gotten divorced, and now this is the beginning of my trip, and I've made this commitment for a year, and I've just arrived in Rome, and I don't really speak Italian very well at this point.
All right, let's take a look.
The movie is Eat, Pray, Love. It's in theaters this Friday.
Great to see you.